Hi guys, Lee here from Trading College. On this video, we'll take a look at this live euro dollar trade that I'm in this Monday morning. This is the sort of stuff I do for the day trading challenge account, where I stuck £10,000 into a trading account on the 20th of March, and then now it's up to 28,500 zone. And that's with a couple of holidays in between. So a couple of months we've made 20,000, which is good return. And I'm looking at momentum. I'm trading momentum. I'm looking for short-term trades intraday to take advantage of. All right. So I like to focus on one, maybe two markets for that session, and go for what's hot and the momentum. And so if we look at the euro dollar here, I explain to you what I'm sort of looking at. Now, here's the euro dollar 4-hour time frame. We've got our pro trend system on here. We've got our storyteller momentum based indicator down here. Now, this is the thing what I'm looking at today with the 4-hour time frame. If you go down below right here, there is a low at 103.50. Now, the storyteller indicator, okay, gave us the yellow lines. That told me that we had divergence, and that is enough for me to want to get long this market intraday here. Now, I'm not looking to set the world alight and get a 200-point move. It'd be great if that happens. I don't think any trader goes into a trade thinking they want to make little profits. You always want to make some really big profits, but you're always managing the trade. So what I like to do is I go to the bigger time frames. In my case, because I'm doing a short-term challenge, I'm looking at things like 1 hour, 4-hour time frames to start with, and then I go down to the smaller time frames then to take trades. So I've been short FTSE today, short DAX today, and I'm out those trades already. Okay, now I'm sort of long this euro dollar trade here and starting to get into some profit. Now, entries are going to be the pro trend system on the 5-minute time frame, and get long once they turn green. Now, I would look at this here. Now, I would say that we've got divergence on the 5-minute time frame in the opposite direction. So this is likely to come down. Now, this come down move, this pullback here, I'm long this market. So I've got to make sure I'm managing these trades. Like you see it just start to pull back now. So I've got to think to myself, you know, I've got to be quite aggressive with these trades and cut the losing trades quickly and do my best to bank some profits on the winning trades. But also bear in mind, am I going for a big move or a small move? Am I going for a big move? So this one here, you can see I've got this trade open. It's only in a small position, but that's how, as the account grows, I can start to do bigger position sizes. If we can get up to the 40s and 50,000s, we can really start to do some decent position sizes. Okay, so you can see here I've got three trades open. I'm going to bank this one here. So I've banked this one right here. All I've got to do is click on the chart. So now I'm running a loss of £6 on this and £58 on this one, and I've just banked myself 20-something pounds on this trade. Okay. Now, if I'm doing this and grabbing £500 a day, then if we get some good moves, that'll be great. If we get those profits as quick as possible throughout the morning session, that's what we're after. We want, some nice profitable trades, and when profitable trades grows confidence. But I'm looking at this big 4-hour two-way divergence. Look at the storyteller as it's losing momentum down. So that's shifting the candlestick up. It's shifting that previous candlestick up, which then is a signal on the pro trading system in here. Okay. So I've got a 5-minute chart here and a 4-hour. The 4-hour is leading the market, i.e. it's giving me that, okay, I want to go long, and then the 5 minutes giving me that precision entry. All right, so I don't think you should trade just on a 5-minute chart. You need the bigger time frames to give you the direction for a candlestick. Now, it might be that a 4-hour candlestick is, in fact, let's take a little look at a 4-hour candlestick and look at how many points it moves on average over the last 14 bars. Now you can see here, this is the euro versus the US dollar on the 4-hour chart. 32 pips it moves, points it moves on average, okay? And this is just the average true range indicator. So if I'm going for a 4-hour trade setup, I'd be looking for a minimum of 32 pips. That isn't great. I mean, it's good for some day trades, like 10 points profit, 20 points profit day trades. you can grow the account really nicely indeed. But I really want to go for markets that have got a good average true range on the 4-hour time frame. I mean, if the average true range was up at the 50 points and 48 points, I know that the 4-hour time frame could make me, 40 odd points. But when it starts getting down to 32s and 20s, you've got to go to markets that have got a bigger average true range, because you're going to get very frustrated. But what I'm looking at here was this divergence. Now, we're stuck right at a moving average. So that's why I banked a little bit of profit here. Now, you can see I've got now 2 trades open. All right. So what I'm looking for, and I can put my stop, okay, move my stop to break even. As soon as I move my stop on this one to break even, you see the P&L goes to green here, which is profitable. So now I can't lose on this first position. I'm losing 240 on the first position, the second position. If that starts to run up, I'll get my stop and I'll move it up here. All right. So I've banked a little bit of profit for this little trade. And I do know not everyone's got larger size trading accounts, so I'm just trying to show you some sensible position sizing here on the euro dollar. It's not so much in my larger account, which I can do bigger position sizes. So I'm just looking at this little bit of resistance area. Now, the time is getting to lunchtime, where we go into doldrums of the FX market. And I've got to make a decision now. Am I going for a big move or a small move? Am I going for a big move? Now, a big move could be, we could be getting up. A big move for this market could be a 50-point move. Or am I going for a small move, like a 10 points, less the spreads and the costs, okay? So I've always got to make that decision. Now, with that decision, I'm always looking at the bigger time frame. Has it got room to move? So if I go to the daily chart here, let's flip over to the daily. You can see, and let's get rid of the average true range indicator, give us a bit more space. You can see on the way down with the Pro Trading System sell signals on the euro dollar, we've just had some really nice short side trades. It's come on down really, really nicely indeed. And what I'm looking for is Pro Trading System and momentum, but I'm also looking for just one candlestick. What's the momentum for one candlestick going to be? Is it going to be an up day or is it going to be a down day? Because if it's going to be an up day, I can still do things like this. Manage my risk, make sure I've got a good stop in place and lock in those profits. If I'm going for a momentum move with the trend, what I could do, and here's the real secret, guys, what I could do is day trade and risk 12 to 15 points, but then bank half of the profits and then leave the rest on with a stop to break even for a big swing trade. So now I would manage it on the daily chart. I wouldn't manage it on the 5-minute time frame. I'd then move over to the daily time frame and leave it for a swing trade. So now I've got a stop to break even. I could leave this now for a swing trade. Now this is the thing. If you leave it for a swing trade on the daily chart, you've got to manage it on the daily chart. The best thing to do, in my opinion, and for working with many students over the last 20 odd years, is once you move that stop to break even, that you go and do something else. Because the pullbacks like this little one here, okay, can fake you out the move if you're going for a big move, all right? So a big move means big profits. If you're going for a big trade, then it's always best to not sit here and watch it. All right. Hope it helps. That's the sort of thing I'm doing. And let's get the count to 30,000 this week. It's been a good exercise for all my students. And these markets are quite quiet this morning, so it's nice to have banked some profits and been done. And we'll see what this euro dollar wants to do as it starts to pull back with that 2-wave divergence on the 5-minute chart. All right, guys, hope it helps. Come and talk to us if you want to get involved in some of our trading sessions, and speak to you soon. Take care.